Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Big hand for these wonderful ladies, Matajis, for the kirtan so far. Thank you for entertaining us. Hare Krishna. And Prabhu, yes, of course. Prabhu, without the mridanga, it would not sound the same. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So welcome, everybody. So once again, we are here. I can't believe it's 6 years already. 6th Tirobhav celebration festival for our Guru Maharaj. So welcome. And just some house rules. Make sure everybody's phones are on silent, please. We don't want to interrupt when other people are speaking. So yes, the program generally will be, we will have a few words of welcome from our esteemed Temple President Vishaka Mataji soon. And after that, we will show some videos, some learning from Guru Maharaj. And then things will follow on in terms of memories and glorifications and stuff like that. So we'll go from one to one and we'll announce the next program as we go. Thank you so much. Mother Vishaka, please. Hare Krishna. Please welcome Mother Vishaka with 3 loud Hari Bols. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvase Sasunyavadi Paskya Tadesha Tarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much for coming this evening to glorify this very wonderful Vaishnava. We're so fortunate to have had his association, to have had his example, such a loyal, sincere follower of Srila Prabhupada, really exemplary. I think all of us need in our lives someone that we want to emulate. And so in Bhakti Charu Swami, we find such a person very much worthy of emulating, of understanding his life and understanding his dedication to Srila Prabhupada, his steadiness, his perseverance, his determination, so many wonderful qualities that we can meditate on. And we talk about the 9 processes of devotional service, starting with hearing and chanting. We ordinarily think of hearing and chanting about Krishna, but it's also hearing and chanting about Krishna's sincere servants. We can learn and benefit from that hearing and chanting also. So thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. All glories to Bhakti Charu Swami. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Vishaka Mataji, for those kind words. So we're now going to follow up with 2 very, very nicely selected videos, that one after the other, so they'll run consecutively. The first one is about how to connect to my Guru in a multi-Guru society that we have. As we know, our Guru Maharaj was very much against Guru groupism, and his instructions to all of us was to consider all Prabhupada disciples to be our uncles and like be in one big family. So this video will speak a little bit about that. And the second video is what should disciples do after the Guru leaves the material world. So which is very, very important for all of us to keep hearing how we can keep in touch with Guru Maharaj despite his aprakat leela. So the videos, please. Thank you.
How can I stay connected to my Guru in a multi-Guru society? ISKCON, that is propagating Krishna consciousness, is a personal movement. So personal relationship is naturally going to develop. So yes, devotees will develop their relationship not only with their Diksha Gurus and Shiksha Gurus, but also with other devotees in the movement. But one thing that we must be very, very careful about is that Srila Prabhupada's position in ISKCON. ISKCON founder Acharya is Srila Prabhupada. And as the founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada is the head or the preeminent spiritual master, preeminent Shiksha Guru of all the devotees of ISKCON for all time. Not only in this generation, generation after generations, as long as ISKCON will be there, Srila Prabhupada will always remember as the founder Acharya, as the preeminent Shiksha Guru of all the devotees of ISKCON for all time. Therefore, it is very, very important that everyone functions under the authority of Srila Prabhupada. The gurus in ISKCON are not gurus in their own right, but the gurus in ISKCON are representing ISKCON, and they should function as Srila Prabhupada's representatives. So this is how the whole structure of ISKCON will rather function effectively over a period of time. And yes, devotees must have their relationship with their gurus, and their gurus will represent Srila Prabhupada, and through their gurus, they'll actually get Srila Prabhupada's teachings and become situated in Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
The spiritual relationships are eternal. The spiritual master manifests himself for some time and guides his disciples, teaches his disciples, and establishes their connections with Krishna. And then he becomes unmanifest. The guru, the spiritual master, has two aspects: manifest aspect and unmanifest aspect. When he is present on the planet, he is manifest. And when he leaves this planet, he becomes aprokot or unmanifest. And Guru's business is to give Krishna by establishing the relationship between the disciple and Krishna, and he acts as the via medium. And in that respect, a guru has two features. One is his vapu, or the physical form, and the other is the vani, his instructions. The physical form may come and go, but the instruction aspect of the spiritual master is eternal. And as long as the disciple follows the instructions of the spiritual master, he is connected to his spiritual master, whether the spiritual master is manifest or unmanifest.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So short but very, very powerful videos. In the first video, Guru Maharaj spoke about Srila Prabhupada's position. And How many of you have read that book which came out, I think it's in 2014, authored by Ravindra Swarup Prabhu? It was Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Very few of us. That's amazing. I think we should find that book. It's available online as well as in bookshops. It's a book that, although Ravindra Swarup Prabhu authored it, our Guru Maharaj has had a big part to play in that book. He actually wrote 2-3 years before the book was published. He wrote the research paper on this. He did a lot of research on this. He was also part of the committee that was deciding what should go in this book. He was a very core member of the committee. And he also wrote the foreword for that book. So it's a very, very important book for us to understand and remind ourselves Srila Prabhupada's preeminent position within ISKCON. So yes. So we'll move on to the next part. What I'd like to do at this stage is to invite all our VIPs on the stage, if I may, please. Kipamaya Prabhu, Guru Charu Mataji, Prabhuji, and Mataji. Please, everybody can come on the stage. Thank you. And Vishaka Mataji as well. Thank you. Everybody on the front row, please. Thank you. Yes. And those who are designated to do the garlanding, please come forward with the garlands. Thank you. Mataji. Please, sorry. You need to be. No, it's okay. It's okay. Chairs over there. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, we are going to request everybody on the stage to share one memory that's close to your heart about our Guru Maharaj. And we start with Kebamaya Prabhu and go from there. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Bhakti Charu Swami ki jai. On this day of Guru Purnima, I'd like to offer you my commiserations. I know what the separation from one's Guru feels like, and there's no pain quite equal to that. So I feel for everyone. At the same time, I would like to offer you my congratulations, because to have a spiritual master like His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj is an exceptional win in the lottery of spiritual life. So you've all done very well. Congratulations. My favorite memory, I suppose you could say, it's Bhakti Charu Swami taught me the importance of punctuality. And I have still not been able to execute fully, but he taught me the importance. Why? Because I was going with him on a program one evening, and I was late. Oh dear, you didn't want to be late when Maharaj was there. So he taught me the importance of punctuality. At the same time, when I went to Ujjain, he made sure that everything I needed was there, and he looked after me like well, like a wonderful godbrother that he was. That's my one memory. I think that Maharaj came at a time when we really needed him. This movement would not have been the same without Maharaj's presence. He was a Vaishnava gentleman. He connected us to the lineage of Chaitanya Vaishnavism. He was very gentlemanly. He served all. And he kept peace at the topmost level of our movement. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. But sometimes there are differences of opinion. Maharaj was always the smooth oil on troubled waters. So for this, the whole of ISKCON has to thank him. I could go on, but I will. One thought you wanted. Sure.
Hare Krishna, very happy to be here and glorify His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. I feel very inadequate that my words, he's such an exalted Vaishnava, so loyal to Srila Prabhupada, did so much to push on this movement, and the legacy he leaves behind, incredible what he accomplished before he left this world. I wanted to share one memory that exemplifies his kindness, his compassion, his cleverness, how clever he was, and in engaging the young children of our movement. I see Radhika sitting there. She knows this story well, that her son, Chaitanya, and my son, they got the opportunity to travel in a car with Maharaj. They were off to some program, and on the way, Maharaj said, "We're going to stop the car at Tesco." And they pulled over into Tesco, and he took the boys into the shop, and he said, "You can buy whatever toy you want." But he said, "But the condition is that you need to promise to chant." I don't remember how many rounds it was. You remember, Radhika? Oh? 5? 1 round. And so, it was an experience that they will always remember because, it was sort of surreal. He was in this shop with them and they went and they didn't know, to choose an expensive toy or a not expensive toy. But they chose something, and then he had his servants pay for it. And he was so clever and encouraging to them, and it's something they'll never forget. And I have to say, to this day, my son does chant every day, and I'm ever grateful to His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj for that. So, more than 1 round, yeah, he chants 16 rounds a day. So, but one thing I would like to say is that he visited here in the UK quite a lot, and he saw the development and the growth of Bhaktivedanta Manor. And the last few visits that he came, many will remember that he stressed the diversity, that we need to preach more to the non-familiar community. And I think we discussed this recently at a Mentors and Sanghas conference. And I think that was something that an instruction from him. So I think that's something that we have to take to heart. And I just also want to say that, just looking across this room, I know so many of you personally, and you really all emulate his mood, his gentleness, his cultured nature, his generosity of heart, his good cooking. Looking at Krishna Purna, many of you, but so wonderful that you had the opportunity to take shelter of this great Vaishnava, and please continue to carry his instructions in your heart and be ISKCON, loyal to our ISKCON community. Srila Bhakti True Maharaj Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. So there's so many wonderful little anecdotes we can think of Bhakti Charu Swami, but one that was consistent throughout my husband and I's contact with him was how he was so expert in cooking prasadam, and he was so conscientious that the devotees around him and even non-devotees would get prasadam. So we remember we arrived in Calcutta once, and he invited us to the home where he was staying. And he watched very carefully that so many dishes were made and that we received the dishes and how we appreciated the dishes. And I think in Mayapur also, he was sometimes cooking himself and serving the devotees to make sure that they were satisfied and happy with the prasadam. So he was a very gentle soul, very cultured personality. We're very fortunate to be under his shelter and to take inspiration from him. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you for inviting me to speak. A few words in honor of Bhakti Charu Swami. I first read The Ocean of Mercy, and I was astounded by his evolution. How, when he was going west from India, hitchhiking and taking different forms of transport, and how he was a personalist. He was a very humble, meek Indian man from the far eastern part of India, Tripura, the other side of Bangladesh, and how he treated strangers, total strangers. He treated them with great humility and respect from his very early days. And he bonded with people, some of them an English person and an American person and an Arabic person. He treated them with utmost respect. When you read that book, you can get glimpses of his mentality. And even his best friend betrayed him years later in Calcutta, trying to exploit him. And, right to the last minute, he had to walk away from illicit activities. And I found that astounding, that Maya was trying to trick him in finding his spiritual master. But he walked away from all that. And I was coming overland the other way, delivering Srila Prabhupada's car from Germany with Pusta Krishna and Ishwara Prabhu. And I arrived in Calcutta in 1976 with a brand new car for Srila Prabhupada. And Bhakti Charu was already a devotee. I think it was in 1976. He must have been a devotee for a year, a brahmachari. So he must have seen me, although I didn't really know who he was. But years later, many, many years later, he remembered me from those days. And I thought, wow, you remember that? When I passed through Calcutta. And then that kind of set me back a little bit. And then one of the most important things about him is his hospitality mode. And he not only shared kind of like a appreciation of his godbrothers, but when Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj would come to Mayapur in the later years of his life, he would vacate his own personal apartment in Mayapur completely. My son Gopal knows more because Gopal was Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj's servant. So he was also given the facility in Bhakti Charu Swami's apartment. So I thought, wow, this is amazing. He gives up, he's unattached to all this opulence. And he was always surrounded by so much facilities, and he was renounced, truly. So, we can see all those traits in his character which qualified him to be a true sannyasi, a renunciate. But, he was doing so much valuable service for Srila Prabhupada from day one, the translation of all Prabhupada's books into in Bengali language. There's some of the things that he did. What to speak of the film, what to speak of so many things to uplift Bhaktivedanta Mana through all its trials and tribulations of all the different gurus that came through here and spoiled it. And he kept the Mana going through many difficulties. He helped elevate the consciousness of the congregation. So for all his disciples that are still here and think of him and worship him, so I also bow down to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's a great honor to be in the presence of all these wonderful Mahatmas and ladies. And I haven't had much time with Bhakti Charu Maharaj, very few moments, so I can't speak too much in length about my experience with him. But being in the presence of all of you wonderful disciples of him, I consider that I'm in the presence of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj personally. There is no difference between himself and his disciples, who are very loving and wonderful sadhus and ladies. So I can relate a small incident maybe 15 years ago. It's really not Bhakti Charu Maharaj, it's the arrival of Bhakti Charu Maharaj and Radhanath Swami together at the manor. I just happened to be in the reception room by coincidence, and both of them walked in together at the same time, side by side. So I paid my obeisances. Then the dilemma was, who shall I embrace first? Who do I go and give a hug to first? So I had to think very quickly. So I put my arms around both of them simultaneously, so not to be one against the other. So I embraced both of those wonderful sadhus at the same time. So that was a special event. The other time was maybe 10 years ago, and we had to go to Mayapur. One family member, his father had passed away, and we had returned to Calcutta, and we were outside the 3C Albert Road, which you know is the ISKCON temple in restaurant. And we were just about to go in to have our evening meal before retiring for the evening, and up comes this very fancy car, this very magnificent car. So I'm thinking, who's in this car? Who can this be? We stopped and we were curious. And the back door opened and out popped Bhakti Charu Maharaj. So shocking to see him just out of the blue, just turning up like that. So we paid our obeisances and we embraced, we had a hug, which was very valuable. And he gave the person who was with me some instruction to take this Krishna consciousness very seriously. And these are the only two memories I can really state to you. But it's been an honor to be in this congregation, in the presence of all the wonderful Vaishnavas. And thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Panchakopatarubhyascha kripasindubhyavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. I am not qualified to even say a word on the most elevated disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Charu Maharaj, but I will share a few memories. So I used to travel with the Pandavasenas, Sitaram Prabhu, Tribhuvanath Prabhu, and cook for them. The first trip was to Ireland, and then we went to Aventura, Germany, 2005, and Maharaj was doing a cooking demonstration. In the crowd, he spoke to Joytir, telling her what the expert cook Mother Champaklata was, glorifying her mother. And I was shocked. He was making this preparation with potatoes and so much blocks of butter. The butter was actually swimming over the potato. And I'm telling him, Maharaj, I couldn't believe. He said, well, that's the way Prabhupada taught me to make it. And it has to be slow cooked. And I have a god sister who's departed in Swaruganj, Sachimata, Sankasan. They were maintaining a temple of Lord Jagannath. And she told me when her daughter got married, Maharaj paid for the entire wedding. The sari, the jewelry, and he donated everything. So, and also he in the main kitchen here at Manor, he walked in and he was making a preparation, spaghetti with tomato sauce and lots of cheese. He liked cheese till his health wouldn't allow it. So, as I live in Sridhar now in Rajapur, when I was cooking for the deities here, 99% of all the service at Bhaktivedanta Manor is mostly done by Bhakti Charu Maharaj's disciples. So we're very, very grateful to them. Even Janmastami, mostly all Maharaj's disciples. They have jobs outside, but they come and do voluntary work. So we're very grateful. Also, Maharaj translated a lot of Prabhupada's books from Bengali to English with Subhag Maharaj. And he's been teaching all the Bengali devotees in Sridhar Mayapur how to speak and read English. So we're very honored and blessed. Many of Srila Prabhupada's disciples are growing old, sickly, leaving their bodies. And our future generation is Maharaj's disciples and what he's left for the future generations to come. He had a lot of etiquette, perfect gentleman. And really, really, every festival, it is to honor Srila Prabhupada. So thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm very much honored. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We have a gift for all of you. So before the gift comes out, I'll just explain. We have this book called Japananda by a disciple of Bhakti Charu Swami, Bhakti Tirobhav Swami, who's based in Radhadesh, Belgium. And he's kindly sponsored the whole books for every one of the families here and for you. And it has excerpts from Bhakti Charu Swami's teachings and Prabhupada's teachings. It's all right here. So thank you once again for Prabhupada disciples to come to speak about our spiritual master. And Guru Maharaj would always respect his God brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. It was so nice and so refreshing to hear so many wonderful sort of pastimes that these senior devotees had with our Guru Maharaj. And of course, we hear these all the time whenever you meet anybody and you mention to them, they'll ask, who's your Guru Maharaj? And it's Bhakti Charu Maharaj. They all have a special story to share. And Maharaj was so personal this way. He had time and he had so much affection for everybody that he met. Junior, senior, no matter what, they all have this story. So, with the Prabhu, when he spoke, he mentioned the ocean of mercy. So we're going to have a video which Radha Mohan Prabhu has put together. He's going through that book, The Ocean of Mercy. Hare Krishna.
Ocean of Mercy, a search fulfilled. This is a summary of the early life and formative spiritual journeys of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami in his youth, drawn from his autobiography, Ocean of Mercy, A Search Fulfilled. It highlights the key experiences, influences and inner transformations that eventually guided him towards his long life path of Bhakti. in the service of Srila Prabhupada and his International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Maharaj was born on the 17th of September 1945 into an aristocratic family in Kuti, Bengal. Long renowned for its devotional traditions and Bhakti culture, Bengal provided a fertile foundation of his early development. He was raised in urban Calcutta, where tradition and modernity intersected, shaping his formative years.
From childhood, he displayed intellectual curiosity and a sensitivity towards life's deeper questions. Though surrounded by comfort and social standing, he felt a yearning that material success could not satisfy. This period of security ended tragically when his mother contracted tuberculosis and passed away while he was still young. Her death devastated the family and left a deep emotional imprint on him at a vulnerable age. Though a profound loss, he later reflected that his experience ultimately shaped his spiritual destiny.
He was thereafter raised largely by his aunts and uncles in Kovai, Tripura, in present-day Bangladesh. There he joined his school's cricket team, an early chapter in a life marked by discipline and quiet determination. He later enrolled in a college in Darjeeling to study chemistry, but fate soon intervened. Awarded a scholarship to train as a pilot, he aspired to join the Indian Air Force, but was ultimately deemed unsuited for military service, and that path closed. Undeterred, he and a friend began a small instant coffee venture. When they had saved enough, his friend left for England. He, however, set his sights on Germany, guided by a friend of his father.
It was 1970. Across Europe and America, young people were journeying east in search of spiritual meaning. While many Indians looked westward in pursuit of opportunity, he and a friend named Prasoon decided to hitchhike to Europe. Avoiding Pakistan, they sailed to Iraq and continued overland. In Basra, he stayed at a gurdwara, befriending locals and immersing himself in the city's life, visiting churches, mosques, and bustling markets.
From there, they travelled to Baghdad, where Muslim students welcomed them warmly, and onward to Zaku in Iraqi Kyrgyzstan. From Zaku, they hitched a truck to Diyarbakir in eastern Turkey, experiencing extraordinary hospitality.
In Ankara, they met 3 English students from York University, and they all continued west together. Eventually, they arrived in Istanbul, a vibrant crossroads of cultures. There, in a church, he met an English traveller named Mark. Together, they explored the ancient city before journeying on to Greece.
The two stayed in Thessaloniki, admired the history and culture there, then hitchhiked to other parts of Europe, through Venice, Milan and Turin in Italy, then on to Dijon in France. Then they hitched to Switzerland, moving from youth hostel to youth hostel. It was there that he reluctantly parted from Mark. Entering Germany alone, he stayed briefly with a cousin and soon enrolled in chemistry at the University of Hamburg. He formed a close circle of international friends and later moved in with some of them. This marked his first sustained encounter with Western life, shaped by scientific rigour, secular reasoning, and cultural diversity. At the time, some local students saw India as poverty-stricken and rather backward, a perception that caused deep conflict within him.
Academically successful, he nonetheless felt an inner hunger that logic and material progress could not satisfy. His European years thus became an existential journey. He developed deep respect for Christianity and engaged in thoughtful conversations about faith. Yet, the question of life remained unresolved. Gradually, he realized that the answers he sought lay not in the West, but back in India. After completing his studies, he returned to his homeland, not to pursue a conventional career, but to seek spiritual truth. He began an intense search for a guru. His journey took him to Haridwar, where he bathed in the Ganges, then on to Rishikesh, visiting the famous Shivananda ashram, though he felt its atmosphere had grown over-commercialized.
Continuing deeper into the Himalayas, he travelled through Devaprayag, Rudraprayag, and all the way up to Josimath. There he learned of an American couple living in isolation in an old mountain temple. Intrigued, with help from others, he climbed to visit them. The man, calling himself Chidananda, had once embraced a Western counterculture and later rejected a Kundalini teacher whom he found inauthentic. Descending to the plains, Maharaj visited numerous ashrams. Eventually, he arrived at the ashram of Anandamayi Ma. He developed deep reverence for her, but her responses to his earnest questions often came in riddles, spiritually moving, yet somehow leaving him unsatisfied.
When he asked to join her ashram, she gently but firmly replied that his destiny lay elsewhere. It seemed she knew something, but at the time he left her center disappointed and made his way back to Calcutta. Soon after, his old friend Mark reappeared, but changed. Having become dependent on hashish, he even asked for help to distribute it. Disturbed, Maharaj was impelled to sever ties with his former traveling companion. The period that followed proved to be the darkest of his life. After years of searching, he felt he had found nothing and had even given up all hope and fell into depression.
Then, one evening, Passion appeared unexpectedly at the door. He had become a member of ISKCON, training in Mayapur. Though Maharaj's first encounter with ISKCON devotees in Germany had left him wary, Passion urged him to reconsider. Passion brought him into the ISKCON temple in Calcutta, where he met young American devotees whose deep scriptural knowledge impressed him. They gifted him a copy of the Nectar of Devotion by Srila Prabhupada. In that moment, something shifted. He read more. He sensed he'd found a spiritual society wholly dedicated to life's highest purpose. In Prabhupada, he recognized not merely a scholar, but a living embodiment of the devotional path, scripturally authoritative and personally surrendered to the Supreme Lord.
Convinced he had finally found his guru, he immediately left for Sridham, Mayapur, to spend more time with the devotees. In January 1977, he met Srila Prabhupada at the Maha Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj. Recognizing his sincerity, Prabhupada instructed him to translate all his books into Bengali and appointed him Secretary for Indian Affairs.
Soon after, during Gaura Purnima in Mayapur, Prabhupada granted him both first and second initiations. Within months, at Snana Yatra in Vrindavan, he was then awarded sannyas. The transformation was complete. His Holiness Bhakti True Swami's life was now fully dedicated to Srila Prabhupada and his ISKCON. In Ocean of Mercy, Maharaj offers a deeply personal account of his intimate service to Srila Prabhupada, shared from the unique vantage point of a close disciple, serving as his secretary, attendant, and devoted disciple. He reflects on daily interactions that revealed Srila Prabhupada's compassion, discipline, and unwavering spiritual focus. Through these recollections, his account illuminates not only the practical aspects of service, but also the profound lessons learned through proximity to a pure devotee. Bhakti Charu Swami's narrative conveys both relevance and affection, allowing readers to glimpse the human warmth and transcendental depth of Srila Prabhupada's presence.
During Prabhupada's final months on this earth, as his health declined, Bhakti Charu Swami remained by his side, witnessing unwavering spiritual strength. After Prabhupada's departure in November 1977, he continued his service with the same dedication. By 1987, he began making disciples all over the world. He conceived and produced the Abhay Charan television series. Over 100 episodes aired nationally in India.
In Ujjain, he oversaw the construction of a magnificent ISKCON temple in a short time. Under his leadership, the temple launched a midday meal program feeding tens of thousands of school children daily, and established an Ayurvedic health clinic linking spiritual life with holistic well-being. To his disciples, he emphasized that all Diksha Gurus in ISKCON serve as representatives of Srila Prabhupada, preserving the disciplic succession while maintaining Prabhupada as the ultimate spiritual master. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna, got it. Hare Krishna. It was so nicely put together, wasn't it? So obviously the male voice was unmistakable. Our Radha Mohan Prabhu, we all know that. Anybody guess what was the female voice? Who was? Who was that? Oh, yeah. Samantha, yes. Samantha, yes. I thought so. So let's see how much we remember from this video. The date of Guru Maharaj's birth was mentioned. Anybody remember? Which year? 245, thank you, yes. And then you mentioned the place of his birth. No. What was mentioned was not Tripura. In Bengal, but Kuti, yes, who was that? Very good, wonderful. And then he went to a college. Where was his college? Darjeeling, well done. And what did he study? Chemistry, very good, yeah. And he started a venture with his friend, sort of around that time. And what was the business? Instant coffee, instant coffee. Obviously, in those days, maybe instant coffee was new in India, right? So, yeah. What was his friend's name? The friend who was in Germany and came back as a devotee. Sorry again? No, Mark was the one who he then parted company with. But his friend who traveled with part way, then his friend went different ways, and then later on he came back as a devotee. Prashun, yeah, there you go, yeah. Wonderful. So that's good so far. So next we'd like to welcome a very, very special guest, Her Grace Sarvajaya Mataji. Sarva Mataji, are you there, Sarvajaya Mataji? And her daughter, Darshika. If you can please come forward here. Thank you. So Mataji is a very dear disciple of Guru Maharaj. She has been supporting Guru Maharaj in many, many different ways. And she's from Malaysia, is that right? Malaysia, right? Malaysia. And she's also translated Guru Maharaj's books in which language? Tamil. Tamil, yeah. So yes, very supportive, and she's been here, and we're very, very happy to have her here. Please take a seat, and we can say a few words, please. Thank you. Darshika, can I see that?
Hare Krishna, Prabhus, dear Prabhus and Prabhu Matajis. Thank you for giving this opportunity to share some pastimes with Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, I met Guru Maharaj first in 2010. And actually earlier, it was like 2006, he came to Malaysia for some opening. There's a factory opening. Rasa Rasik Prabhu and Surangi Mataji, they was the first disciple after Chitrangada Mataji, couple disciples. So they invited Guru Maharaj to their factory opening. So for me, I feel like a sadhu or saint, Indian saint, is with a different look and so much of effulgence and all those things. I was like, I couldn't go through with Guru Maharaj so closely because they said, no, you can't go and talk to Guru Maharaj that time. So I was wondering, after 4 years, it keeps in my mind, was wondering, who is this person? The personality is totally different from local sadhus and all those things. And I start inquiring about Guru Maharaj. I went and asked Rasarasi Prabhu, so who is this person? From where he came from? So they explained to me everything. Then I said, it's almost 4 years, but I still keep remembering the way he speaks, the way he laughs, he's smiling. And it keeps me searching for his life and everything. I want to go and meet him personally. So the opportunity came in 2010 after Tarshika born. Guru Maharaj actually came to their house. They invited me and I went and speak to Guru Maharaj for the first time. And it wasn't like a first time meeting. For me, I felt like the bonding is so deep and I couldn't explain the feeling after that. Then Guru Maharaj said, how you are connected and what do you know about Krishna? I said, I got nothing. I got no knowledge about it. You are Hindu, doesn't know anything about Krishna. Seriously, I don't understand anything about Krishna. Then Guru Maharaj explained to me everything about Krishna consciousness. He spoke about Srila Prabhupada. And the second meeting happened after about a year. And then Guru Maharaj really spent 1 hour time with me personally. He told me, Sarvajaya, that time my name is Jaya, he always called Jaya, no matter what happened, never leave ISKCONs. So till now, I didn't know what is the meaning of that time, that point of time. After Guru Maharaj's departure, we had a lot of difficulties personally in terms of local associations, but the words, the instruction that Guru Maharaj gave me, it keeps me striving in this movement. And today I can see, I came for my son's graduation, which is going to happen on Friday. So this is first visit I come to London. And I was really missing Guru Maharaj Association because every year, without fail, I go to Mayapur, attending Guru Maharaj Tirobhav. And every year I'll go to Ujjain for Guru Maharaj Vyasa Puja. So this time I was like, I should not miss this opportunity to go and attend. Especially want to celebrate with the God brothers, God sisters, is different feeling. And luckily, Champaklata Mataji and Radha Vinod Prabhu was here. So I keep in touch with them, connected to them. And today, this evening, I'm here with all of you. And a lot of things I can share with about Guru Maharaj, but time is limited. And my daughter, she has a wonderful pastime with Guru Maharaj. Especially when Guru Maharaj come to Singapore, we really spend good time. And even Guru Maharaj's servants, like brahmacharis, whoever travel with them, he said, Guru Maharaj never been in such a way with any other places. So only in Singapore, we can see Guru Maharaj is totally it's a fatherly figure, a grandfather figure, everything we can see in him. So maybe Tarshika can share something.
Hare Krishna, everyone. My name is Tarshika. I'm currently 16 years old. I'm gonna take you all back 10 years back when I was 6. That was the first visit to Ishkon Ujjain. That was the first time I think I went to Ishkon Ujjain, and if I'm not mistaken, it was 1st of January when my mom and dad took the initiation. And obviously, as a 6-year-old kid, you'll be mesmerized by the temple structures, the fountains, and the first thing about the whole Ishkon Ujjain, the structure and all, other than that, not even the Goshala, it was the Prasadam for me. And I still remember there was this one time, Guru Maharaj loves to stroll around, take his evening walk, morning walk with Krishna Kishore Prabhu, who was his secretary. My mom was showering, and we were staying at the guest house, if I'm not wrong. My dad was praying at the temple, so from the window, I could see Guru Maharaj and a lot of people. You know, when you see a celebrity or someone with bodyguards, you want to take pictures and all, right? The same thing was over here. I immediately went down without any supervision. My mom thought I was missing. She started calling many Prabhus. And I immediately went. I ran to Guru Maharaj, and I just sneaked up to him and said, Guru Maharaj, can I learn Hindi? And he was, oh, where did you came from? And immediately, the next minute, he asked Krishna Kishore Prabhu to arrange a tutor. Her name is Shampiyar Majiji, to teach me, my brother Vinil, my sister Gitika, Hindi for 2 weeks. And now, by his grace, I'm able to speak Hindi completely. Well, that's one memory. The second one is, I think it was the second time. As kids, we always love to make cards, letters for our parents, happy birthdays, and all those kind of stuff. So this time I was not following my parents to Jain. So I wrote a letter to Guru Maharaj saying, Dear Guru Maharaj, my name is Tarshika, I'm in Malaysia, your granddaughter. I do not like my name. I do not like the name my mom gave me. And I said, I want to be like Radharani. And my mom and dad, they read the letter to Guru Maharaj, and I'm not sure how many people were there. And he immediately gave a name called Radha Priya. There were so many countless memories that he had spent with us as kids. I've always heard from Guru Maharaj's disciples or his own god brothers, but this is a perspective from a 16-year-old kid or a 6-year-old kid at that time. Whenever he cooks, Guru Maharaj loves to cook noodles, and he used to teach us he will call us here, all the kids have to sit in the table, eat the prasadam. Not even his own disciples will eat first. We will eat first. And he will ask each one of us for a pastime. Each one of them will be saying any Krishna pastimes. And when it was my turn, I didn't know what pastime to tell. Because all of the best pastimes, at that point, you just want to impress Guru Maharaj, right? At that point, I didn't have any pastimes to tell. And he was just asking each one of us after every single pastime. He was saying, so what should we become? And everyone was saying we should become the servant of Lord Shri Krishna. We should be his eternal servants. And this was the question, what will you be in your future? And I was just thinking, why will I want to be Krishna's servant in the future? Everyone want to be rich. Everyone want to be whatever according to their ambition, right? So everyone was saying, Guru Maharaj, I want to be, he was asking each and every one. And they were saying, I want to be Krishna's servant. When it was my turn, I say, no, Guru Maharaj, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be Johor Sultan's lawyer. Sultan is a king in Malaysia. So I want to be his lawyer. And everyone started laughing. I asked Guru Maharaj, what's so funny about it? And he said, of course. That's when I realized that material life and spiritual life, he incorporates things like this. He was teaching me about the pastime of Radharani and Krishna whenever they have a fight. Radharani has her own lawyer, Vishaka. And he was telling me how to be an amazing lawyer in the future, like Vishaka. And this is just who he is. Such an elevated soul, and I am grateful to be in his association, to be his granddaughter. And thank you so much for each and every devotees, Prabhupada disciples, for hearing it out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarvajai Mataji. And is it Radha Priya, right? Radha Priya Mataji. Thank you so much. It was really, really nice. So well spoken as well. So, right, next I'd like to invite Dina Krishna Prabhu to do his offering. Dina Krishna Prabhu. Sorry, I got the sequence wrong. We're going to have a video, one more video. And this is His Holiness Bhakti Bhava Maharaj, who could not be here in person. So he sent a video to us. So let's do that video before we hear from Dina Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Om Vishnu Padai Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Charu Swami Namne Snigdha Seta Supraneta Vachnam Sarasapluram Papachkatapanam Nami Bhakti Charupadam Nama Om Vishnu Padai Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namne Namaste Sarasvata Devi Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paskachai Desatarane Om Ajnana Timandasya Jananjala Shlaka Shakshun Militam Yena Tasmai Shigurave Namaha Hare Krishna. Dear God brothers, God sisters and friends, that soon we will celebrate the Tirobhav, the disappearance day of our beloved Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Charu Maharaj, and that many will come together and we will remember Bhakti Charu Maharaj or Guru Maharaj. Every one of you have certainly received instructions or remember important instructions of Guru Maharaj and kept it as a treasure in your heart. And when we come together, that's the moment to share this treasure with one another. It's a loving exchange between devotees that it helps us to become more focused in our Krishna consciousness. Especially on this day, we can remember the greatness of Bhakti Charu Maharaj in recognizing Srila Prabhupada's position. It's like Rupa Goswami understood the true position of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the same way, Bhakti Charu Maharaj understood Srila Prabhupada's position as the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Guru Maharaj wrote his document on Srila Prabhupada's special position as ISKCON founder Acharya. In this he states, in a society like ISKCON, Where there are many spiritual masters, all of them will not be equally advanced. Some will be extremely advanced and others will not. The disciples and followers of those very advanced spiritual masters may feel that the disciples of less advanced spiritual masters will not make spiritual advancement by following the spiritual master they have accepted initiation from. However, Srila Prabhupada gave us ISKCON, a multi-guru institution in which disciples have the opportunity to receive proper training from many spiritually advanced personalities that provided that disciples, in harmony to their relationship with their own ISKCON guru, identify themselves as a Shiksha disciple of Srila Prabhupada and simultaneously take shelter of other spiritual masters within ISKCON, then by doing so, they are bound to make advancement and approach the ultimate goal, even if their own Diksha Guru is not on the highest platform of devotion. So Guru Maharaj stated, this is the wonderful arrangement made by Srila Prabhupada, that so many disciples of Prabhupada who are practicing more than 50 years have become pure-hearted. Among these pure souls, not everyone is on the same level. Even amongst the pure devotees, there are gradations of less and more advanced. Just as many light bulbs give light, but some give stronger light than others. Just as the holy names of the Lord is the means as well as the end, so ISKCON is also the means and the end. Srila Prabhupada gave us a Krishna conscious society, Krishna conscious literature, association with Krishna conscious personality, and everything necessary for elevating the most fallen souls to the highest spiritual platform. So, if all members of ISKCON accept Srila Prabhupada as their prominent Siksha Guru and as such identify themselves as Siksha disciples of Srila Prabhupada and at the same time take shelter of many gurus, including their own Diksha Guru, of course, then through that complete arrangement made by Srila Prabhupada, all members of ISKCON can progress towards perfection. This arrangement enables all ISKCON members to practice easily Krishna consciousness in this degraded Kali Yuga. No one has made before such a complete arrangement for spiritual elevation. That makes Srila Prabhupada the most magnanimous representative of the most magnanimous appearance of Lord Krishna as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada shared with Bhakti Charu that ISKCON exists also in the spiritual sky. And all sincere members of ISKCON will go back to the divine ISKCON when their allotted time in the material world is finished. So let's remember these words of Guru Maharaj and put always Srila Prabhupada in the center and especially keep these instructions in our heart. And I look forward to meet the devotees in Mayapur and hear more about Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I wish you all the best, your servant, Bhakti Tirobhav Swami. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Vancha kalpta vishaya kripa sindhu vishaya.
Hare Krishna. So we're going to have next our dear Karthik Chandra Prabhu. Everybody knows him. He's our local Pandit. So he'll say a few words. He of course, officially is not our godbrother, But he was quite close with Guru Maharaj, and he always says to me that he also considered himself as a disciple of Bhakti Charu Maharaj as well. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I've been given about 5 minutes to speak, so I'll try and speak something from the heart. As I was listening to all of the senior Prabhupada disciples, I was making notes of all the wonderful qualities that you all illuminated of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Thank you. My obeisances to all of you, and my obeisances to everyone else as well. I did mention last year that in May 2015, I had the great fortune of presenting an Ashtakam, 8 verses that I composed in Sanskrit for Bhakti Charu Maharaj. And I shared a few other pastimes. Since time is short, I will not be dwelling on those. But essentially, those 8 verses summarize the life and teachings of Bhakti Charu Maharaj. He was very happy receiving those 8 verses. And he said, after I'm gone, you can publish them. And Bhakti Prem Maharaj always sings them on his appearance and disappearance day. And many devotees in Ujjain sing the verses. There's something else. There's a secret I've never mentioned. And I'll mention that today. And it's not a coincidence, but it appears to be a coincidence, like many things in spiritual life. When I composed this Ashtakam in May 2015, I was with Maharaj in Croatia, his island. I used to massage him 3 times a day and spend some time with him after the massage, before the massage. And at one point I said, Maharaj, I was inspired to compose these 8 verses because of Sridhar Swami. So those who know Sridhar Swami from Bombay, he was called Jolly Swami. He was very happy, Canadian, wonderful devotee. He spent a lot of time in Juhu, and I was in Juhu. In 1996, during the Prabhupada Centennial, Jolly Swami, or as he was known, Sridhar Swami, he said, ISKCON is the only society in the 3 worlds that directly gives you access to Krishna Prema. And Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. And Srila Bhakti Charu Swami is the shelter of all the devotees in ISKCON. And then, when I heard that, as a young devotee, I said, Maharaj, that means he's just like Sanatana Goswami, who was the shelter of all the devotees in the entire Gaudiya Sampradaya of his time. And he thought for a moment and he said, yes, he's very much like Sanatana Goswami. When I composed these 8 verses, I actually thought of Maharaj, but I also thought of Sanatana Goswami. And as I was sitting there in the corner, I was just typing down all the points that were wonderfully mentioned by Srila Prabhupada's disciples. And my meditation is what I want to share. Sanatana Goswami was born in Bengal, and so was His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj on 17th of September 1945. Sanatana Goswami served the Nawab, and the Nawab was very happy. And Bhakti Charu Maharaj, actually, I asked him once, so Maharaj, what inspired you to study chemistry? And he said, I wanted to understand the deeper meaning of life. That's why he went to Hamburg to study chemistry. And then he said, but I was bewildered completely by the Western culture. Just like Sanatana Goswami was completely bewildered by the Nawab. And then when Prabhupada, when When Bhakti Charu Maharaj got the nectar of devotion from the devotees in 1976, it transformed his heart. And when he met Prabhupada at the Kumbh Mela, a very brief meeting, Prabhupada instructed him to translate all his books in Bengali, especially the Srimad Bhagavatam. And when Sanatana Goswami had a brief meeting at Ramakeli with Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu's instruction to him was, please propagate my teachings to the whole world. You can see the resemblance. And later on, Mahaprabhu meets Sanatana Goswami at Dashashwamedha Ghat in Varanasi, where for 10 days and nights, Mahaprabhu personally teaches him. And we see Bhakti Charu Maharaj spent such wonderful time with Srila Prabhupada in 1977. I personally, while I was serving Tamal Krishna Maharaj as his personal servant, very briefly, I heard from him. He said, we were all wondering, who is this young man, Bhakti Charu Swami? Why does he deserve to be here? And Srila Prabhupada corrected me. I asked him, and Prabhupada said, he's special. You do not see, I see. And that's what Tamal Krishna Maharaj told me. We also have heard from so many devotees that he was, like Mother Vishaka said, he was a perfect gentleman, very cultured, perfect Vaishnava etiquettes. And we know that the foundation of Gaudiya Vaishnava etiquettes is mentioned in the Hari Bhakti Vilas, which was composed by Srila Sanatana Goswami. Cooking. We all know about Bhakti Charu Maharaj's love for cooking. And anyway, he shared 2 recipes with me. That's for another time. I'll share with someone a few. One was eggplant and potato. And he said, on my initiation day, on 5th of March, 1977, Gaur Purnima, Srila Prabhupada gave the recipe for potato eggplant sabji. And you write it down, Karthik Chandra, and I wrote it down, and I'll share that with you. And he said, it was the best sabji I ever tasted on my initiation day. Anyway, so that was just a sidetrack. But Sanatana Goswami, he had no money to cook. But we know that he would cook in his meditation for the deities, for his deity. Who were his deities? Radha, Madan Mohan, and Srila Bhakti Charu Maharaj installed the deities of Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan in Ujjain. Every night Sanatana Goswami would sing wonderful kirtans, and all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas would gather near Manasi Ganga to listen to his kirtans. And we know how melodious Bhakti Charu Maharaj's kirtans were. In fact, Sanatana Goswami is the one who is the Sambandha Acharya, who establishes our Sambandha, our relationship with Mahaprabhu and with Krishna. And if you see every single interaction with Bhakti Charu Maharaj, he emphasizes, stay in ISKCON, like this little girl mentioned as well. Stay in ISKCON, follow the GBC, show your unity. These are the 3 foundational principles. So he's the one who connected everyone, just like Sanatana Goswami, who was the Sambandha Acharya. I can speak more about the hospitality, the film Abhay Charan, for example, in 108 series that Maharaj produced. We also see it was Sanatana Goswami who's been attributed as the Shiksha Guru by Kaviraj Goswami himself. When he's written Chaitanya Charitamrita, he says, Sanatana Goswami has been my Shiksha Guru. It's because of him that this work has been produced. The life of Mahaprabhu, the life of Prabhupada has been produced by Bhakti Charu Maharaj. So he's the hub. There's a few other points, but I'm just conscious of time. I'll stop here. But I want to end by saying that Bhakti Charu Maharaj could connect with everyone, absolutely everyone, all ages, all backgrounds. And not only could he connect, but he could leave a lasting impression. And he spent his entire life for others, even till his very last breath. Sanatana Goswami, his mood was exactly the same. In fact, Sanatana Goswami is known in Braj as the guru of all of Braj. He was bald, Sanatana Goswami, so he is known as Mundia Baba by Brajvasis. Mundia means bald. And if you've ever been to Braj during Govardhan Puja time or Diwali, it's busy. But do you know when is it busiest to go around Govardhan? It's today. It's on the disappearance day of Sanatana Goswami, which is also Guru Purnima. It's today that all of Braj considers Sanatana Goswami as their guru, so they do parikrama in Govardhan. It's this day that our dear Bhakti Charu Maharaj also left this world. The same day that Sanatana Goswami left this world. And something even more striking, which I just cannot believe, it's not a coincidence. Sanatana Goswami met Mahaprabhu in 1514 at Ramakeli. And Sanatana Goswami disappeared from this world in 1558. Anyone who can do a quick math, how many years was that? 1514 to 1558, 44 years. When did Bhakti Charu Maharaj meet the devotees and join? 1976. When did he leave us? 2020. How many years? 44 years. Same as Sanatan. So certainly, his life, his teaching is one that brings us all together. Just like the Brajvasis lovingly call Sanatana Goswami Bodo Baba. Bodo Baba meaning the big teacher, the big guru, whose shelter we can all be under. I'm reminded of Sridhar Swami's words that Bhakti Charu Maharaj is the shelter of all of us, of all of ISKCON. So with this, I pray at the lotus feet of Bhakti Charu Maharaj to always inspire us and to help us never forget the importance of the three things he mentioned. Always, never leave ISKCON, treat the GBC as the ultimate managing authority. And third one, your love for me, as Prabhupada said, will be shown by how you cooperate with each other. Thank you very much. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki, Sanatan Goswami Pad ki. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you so much. That was really amazing. His Grace Kartik Chandra Babu ki jai. Thank you. That was really nice. So nice to hear and how cleverly it was put together. Thank you so much, Prabhu. So next we're going to have a bhajan, Hasharani Mataji. We'll do the Yanilo Premadana. So we'll just wait for that. So whilst we're waiting for them to settle down, this is probably something that we should have started with, and obviously I completely skipped it. I forgot about it. So let's just chant the Pranam mantra together. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namine Snigdha Cheta Supraneta Vagbinam Charasaputam Prabhupada Pranan Naumi Bhakti Charu Padam. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pajata Desha Tarine Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Jiyanilo Premadhana Karuna Prachur Jiyanilo Premadhana Karuna Hena Prabhu Khota Ghela Acharya Thakur Kaha Mora Swarup Rupa Kaha Sanatan Kaha Das Raghu Natha Patita Pavan Kahamora Bhakta Yuga Kaha Kaviraj Ek kale khota gela Goranath Raj Bhashane Kutibo Mata Anile Pashipo Gauranga Punera Niti Kota Khela Gauranga Punera Niti Kota Kheli Shri Sabasangira Sange Chikulo Vilas Sisangana Paya Kande Narottama Das Jiyanilo Premadhana Karuna Prachur Heno Prabhu Khota Gela Acharya Thakur Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Bhakti Charu Swami, Jaya Bhakti Charu Swami, Jaya Bhakti Charu Swami, Jaya Bhakti Charu Swami. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur. Itai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Itai Gora Hari Bol.
His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much. So nicely done. Hare Krishna. So, before we do the Pushpanjali, I'd like to thank from the bottom of our heart all the senior devotees of Prabhupada's disciples. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion and giving us your association and giving us such kind memories of our Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to thank all of you to have made time on a weekday like this to come and attend this wonderful occasion. And thanks to all of you. Special thanks to the cooking team. We're going to honor some prasadam now. Hopefully it's an amazing feast. Champaklata Mataji, is she here? We're back in the kitchen? She's there, okay. So, yes, so normally it's Krishna Purna Mataji usually doing all this, but this time we've given her a break. But Champaklata Mataji very expertly, I was there for a few hours yesterday and today, and she managed the whole team so nicely, so sweetly. You know, she was just guiding everybody in a nice way and got everybody to work together. Also yesterday very, very few people turned up, but she still managed. So thank you so much, Champaklata Mataji and the team. Yes, please go ahead, yeah. We're going to be served prasadam, so Krishna Shakha Prabhu and his team are going to organize that for us. So big thank you to Krishna Shakha Prabhu. Ribo. Kitchen, one of the biggest service at these occasions is clear up afterwards. So we're going to have, of course, kitchen clear up to do, lots of things to do there. And our dear Rupeshwar Prabhu is heading that almost single-handedly, I think. So please, anybody who can go and help him, please do. But that's, once again, a big round of applause for Rupeshwar Prabhu. These wonderful decorations we see over here, they were put together by Sudevi and her team. So big round of applause for Sudevi Mataji. Registration, very important part of all the logistics, the registration, and everything handled by His Grace Anant Vijay Prabhu. So big hand for him. Not just registration, but of course Anant Vijay and Lila Vilasni, both of them are the rock of these kind of arrangements. They've been working on this for months actually, so many meetings and all that. And as some of you may know, Lila Vilasni has been going through some difficult times health-wise. She was actually day before yesterday, or maybe 3-4 days ago, I got a call from her, and she was on the way to the hospital, acute pains in her stomach, and she was giving me instructions about today, and I could hear that pain in her voice. But this is how dedicated she was to make sure that everything is taken care of in case she doesn't come out of the hospital in time. But yeah, let's all pray that she recovers well very quickly. And again, a big round of applause to Lila Vilasni Mataji. She's a kingpin. Without her, all this would not happen. Very nicely organized. And finally, Manish Prabhu over there, single-handedly arranging all the sound systems and everything, lighting and all that. Really worked everything. We didn't get any feedback in terms of sound feedback. And everything worked so nicely. Thank you so much. So, did I forget anybody? No? Pot washers. Rupeshwar, I mentioned Rupeshwar. Who's that? Niladhar Prabhu. Okay, Niladhar Prabhu. Thank you so much. Haladhar Prabhu. Okay, so big round of applause for Haladhar Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
And let's not forget our wonderful MC today. Give a huge round of applause for Mukundhari Prabhu, please. So I'd just like to make a couple of announcements here today, and I think some of these are quite poignant to make sure that we all stay connected. So first of all, over 200 of you registered today and are here today, and that shows our love for our Guru Maharaj. So just have 3 really big Hari balls for all of us. Hari bol! Hari bol! Hari bol! So we've set a BCS Sangha group, WhatsApp group, so that we can stay connected and that we can communicate more effectively. So if you're not part of a group that's called BCS Sangha group, please kindly see Ananta Vijaya and give him your number so that we can add you, so that we can communicate a lot more effectively and get the message across quickly. So the next will be the Vyasa Puja, will be celebrated on the 17th of September. Registrations will be going out next week, the registration link. We have a humble request to you all, please. Kindly please register within the allocated time. It helps us prepare and look after all of you with a great more love and affection because we've got the time. So just a humble request, please register on time. We know sometimes things go wrong, but you can always give any one of our members a call if you're having difficulty in registering, and we'll help you. Again, we always need volunteers. So if you would like to come and help and be part of this team, we welcome you with opening arms, and we can give you a volunteering service today, right now. If you just come and see us, there's things to be done in the hall across there. So please come forward. It's a team effort. We've all done it together, and we want to see more of you with us serving. So greatly appreciate if you'd like to volunteer. Reach out to any of the team members here. Just a couple of more, and then we can carry on. So the process for doing the Pushpanjali prayers and Guru Puja will be thus. Beneath your seats, you will see a cup that has some petals and a dish. So when we do the Pushpanjali prayers, please share with your partner if there's not enough to go round. You will need enough petals. We'll be offering 9 times. So please use your petals wisely. And once we've done the offering, put the petals into the plate. When you come up to do the Guru Puja, please bring that plate with you. Don't leave it on the floor. We can't offer it from the floor. Bring it up with you and offer it up onto the altar. When we do the Guru Puja now, the second part of this is when we do Guru Puja, we would kindly please request if you could allow Prabhupada disciples, our VIPs and guests to come on the stage first, followed by the cooking and prasadam team so that they can go and get ready to serve as our prasadam. And then if I could request, please, for Prabhus to go from that side and Mataji's to come from this side. Not from the middle, please. If you come up onto the stage, please come down through the same set of stairs. Is that clear for everybody? I need a little show of hands. Is that okay? Perfect. Fantastic. One final request. We need help clearing up. So once you've had your prasadam, kindly please assist with clear up there. And we have had 30 to 40 late registrations, so kindly allow all of us to honour prasadam first, and then if there's anything left over, you're more than welcome to take prasadam home. Thank you all for listening to me all. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much. So once again, Prabhuji is coming from that wall, nothing from the in between, and Mataji is coming from this wall with plenty of time. So go over that side and come across this way after offering the flowers. And obeisances when you come down so that there's no hold up on the stage. Thank you so much. Father Mohan Prabhu is going to sing the prayers for us.
We're going to have the Pushpanjali prayers on the screen, perhaps. I believe I've been asked to say this. Anyone who can stand, please stand. If you can't, then, well, okay. Okay, we'll try and wait for the prayers to appear more legible. So give me a moment, then I'll start. And then obviously you know the procedure. Okay, please repeat after me. Om Jnanam Tiriram Dasya Gananjana Shalakaya Taksho Om Minichambena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Tadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shivuta Parakamalam Shri Gurum Vaisvavamscha Shri Rupam Sagratam Sahagana Raghu Nathatpitam Tam Sajivam Savadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Baran Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanpitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Paraya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gaudavani Prachadine Nivasesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Desatadine Nama Om Vishnu Paraya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Iti Namine Shri Vashabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripataye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Pavave Namaha Madhyo Yadvala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gura Karuna Shakti Viggahaya Namustate Namaste Gauravani Shri Mutaye Dhiratarine Rupanuga Viridutappa Siddhanta Vanta Hadine. Namo Gora Kirshoraya. Shakshat Vairagya Motaye. Vipalambhava Sambore. Parampujayate Namaha. Namo Bhaktivinodaya. Sachitananda Namine. Gora Shakti Surupaya. Rupa Nuga Varayate. Gora Vibhava Bhumestvam. Nideshta Sajjana Priya. Vaishnava Sarvabhauma. Shri Dakyahamnafayate Namaha. Vantakalpatarubhastya. Kripa Sindhupa Evacha. Patitanam Pavanebhyo. Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahabharandaya. Krishna Prema Patayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. Naman Gaurav Trishe Namaha. Panchatatvatmakam Krishnam. Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam. Bhakta Vataram Bhaktakyam. Namami Bhakti Shaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Dinabandhu Jagatpate. Gopisha Gopika Kanta. Radha Kanta Namoshchite. Jayatvam Sudatopanga. Mamamananda Mategati. Matsavasva Padambajo. Radha Madana Mohano. Ivya Vrindavandya. Kalpadru Madaya. Shrimad Ratnagara. Simhasanasto. Srimad Radha. Shri Govinda Devo. Prastalimi. Sevamano Swami. Shriman Rasa Vasavambi. Vamsavatatatatastitaha. Darshan Venos Vanyagopi. Gopinatha Shri Shtuna. Tatsakanchara Gorange. Radha Vrindavaneshvare. Vishapanu Suste Devi. Vanami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Tetanda. Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadha. Shiva Sari Gura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we enter the section, of course, which is exclusive for Guru Maharaj. So we're going to go through this 3 times, and at the end of each time, you place the pretals 3 times. So it's 9 times altogether, 3 times 3. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya. Krishna Prestaya Bhutale. Shrimati Bhakti Charu Swamin. Iti namine. Stikta Cheso Supranetra. Bhagminam Chavusaprutam Prabhupada Gataprana Nami Bhakti Charu Param Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Nama Om Vishnu Paraya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Charu Swamin Iti Namine Snikta Cheta Supraneta Bhagminam Chavusraputam Prabhupada Gataprana Nami Bhakti Charu Param Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali. Final time. Nama Om Vishnu Paraya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Charu Swamin Iti Namine Snikta Cheta Supraneta Bhagminam Chavusaprutam Prabhupada Gataprana Naumi Bhakti Charu Param Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali. Holiness Bhakti Swami Ki Jai.
Vrinda Vilasni. Vrinda Vilasni.
Hare Krishna. Rajesh Krishna, can you please come and do Mridanga? Thank you. And Anupma Radhika, can you please join me? Hare Krishna. So you can do it. Anupma Radhika, please join me. Shivani, you want to come? Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Shri Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Samsaratavana litaloka tranaya karanya ghana ghanatvam. Samsaratavana litaloka tranaya karanya ghana ghanatvam. Prapatsya kalyana gunaravasya. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Mahaprabhu Kirtanya Nritya Gita Vaditra Madhyan Manasarasena. Mahaprabhu Kirtanya Nritya Gita Vaditya Madhyan Manasarasena. Romanchakam Pasirutaranga Bhajo. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Shri Vigrahadhana Nityanana Shingara Tanmandira Marjanado. Shri Vigrahadhana Nityanana Shringara Tanmandira Marjanado. Yuktasya bhaktam cha niyanjato pri. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसादा स्वादन तृप्तां हरिभक्त संगा चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसादा स्वादन तृप्तां हरिभक्त संगा कृत्वेव तृप्तिं भजत सदैवा वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दाम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दाम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दाम् श्रीराधिका माधव्यरपारा माधुर्य लीला गुणरूपनाम्ना श्रीराधिका माधव्यरपारा माधुर्य लीला गुणरूपनाम्ना प्रतीक्षणावादनलोलुपस्या वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दाम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् निकुंज योनो रति केली सेधाय यायाली भीर्युक्तिरपेक्षणया निकुंज योनो रति केली सेधाय यायाली भीर्युक्तिरपेक्षणीया तत्रादिदाक्षादतिवल्लभास्या वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दाम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दाम् साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्र युक्तस्तथा भाव्यताय सदापि साक्षाधारित्वेन समस्तशास्त्र युक्तस्तथा भाव्यते वसतिभिः किन्तु प्रभुर्या प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि ध्यावांस्तु वां तस्य यस्य त्रिसन्ध्या वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव स्निग्धा चेता शुप्रणेता वाग्मीनां चारा सपुतां प्रभुपदा गता प्राणा नाय में भक्ति चारुपदाम् नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्ति चारु स्वामी इति नामिने भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति
प्रचार स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। भक्ति चारु स्वामी दया गुरु ब्रदर जय भक्ति चारु स्वामी dear Guru Maharaj। जय भक्ति चारु स्वामी श्रीला गुरु महाराज जय भक्ति चारु स्वामी श्रीला गुरु महाराज। जय भक्ति चारु स्वामी जिला गुरुदेवाय भक्ति चारु स्वामी जिला गुरुदेवाय। प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. बोलो श्री श्री भक्ति चारु स्वामी महाराज की।